Hey, what's up, Gemini? Welcome back to the Illest Illuminator. Happy birthday to everyone out there. So let's see what is going on for you guys. I just felt very much pulled to use this beautiful deck. I believe it's called the 78 Tarot. So let's go with it. We have the Temperance card coming through in your past energy. Let's see, that's Sagittarius energy, Knight of Swords. What are the messages for my beautiful Gemini? Four of Pentacles. It looks like someone has been holding a grudge. It almost feels like this might have been you with the Temperance card. You may have been trying to solve or rebalance a relationship or some type of conflict that just, ran out of hand. All right, but it looks like the more that you try to solve this issue, the more that you try to give your all to it, try to balance the situation out, being patient with the other person, the more the other person kind of like starts to withdraw, starts to become very rigid, all right? They're holding on to some type of grudge. And maybe because of that, you may have lost your patience along the while as well, all right? But it looks like someone has been trying to resolve it while the other person has been trying to be very rigid, not really able to communicate properly or clearly, and they're holding on to some type of arguments is what I'm looking at, all right? Let's see. We've got the meditation card coming through for you. Wow. The Death card in the heart of your reading. So I feel like, Gemini, you are kind of like ready to transform out of the situation. It's kind of like you're either with it or you're not with it. Like you're either on board or you're not. So you're kind of like coming into this space of trying to be more acceptance of the situation and also how the other person is reacting, right? Like we can't really do much about someone else's reaction. We can only change from within or inside of us. And I feel like with this Death card coming through, a lot of emotions have been, running over, because the Temperance card, even though I'm not using any reversals, if it's in the reverse, it can mean that you have been overgiving a lot of emotions. And I'm hearing like stimulation. So maybe you've been overly stimulated in some type of way, or their behavior, their reactions have been overstimulating you, if that makes sense. Interpret that the way that you want to, but that's what I'm picking up on. And I feel like Spirit is now trying to ground you in your emotions, asking you to actually go within and to meditate, because there are some more insights and downloads that are going to be coming towards you. You will be receiving that with this dove coming through. And I feel like you are definitely meditating on how to bring peace into a situation that has been running over when it comes to the emotions. All right, that's what I'm picking up on. And I feel like you are now in this energy of surrendering to all the emotions that want to purge out, to come to the surface. And this could be subconscious emotions that you were not aware of, some type of trigger that comes through, okay? You have the Spirit card as well. So you do have a lot of spiritual energy around you that is kind of like keeping you grounded, as well as keeping you quite up in the energy and very up in the spiritual world. So you're constantly, I'm hearing overstimulating in the energy field or in your headspace. You're overstimulating things. Well, that's a word that I never use, so I don't know why that is coming through. So you might be very sensitive right now to the energies in your surrounding. And I must be honest, yesterday I did a live and I just felt in that energy as well. And maybe because we are in the Gemini season, that's why I was picking up in this energy, because I was being hit by a ton of brick walls. Like it was just so heavy in my energy. I just slept or took a nap for 5 hours, which is something that I barely do in my life, taking naps. So I feel like this is definitely the energy that is hovering around a lot of collectives, all right? And I feel like the main theme here for you, as well as for many other people is that you are trying to bring peace in a situation and it's just not happening, or it's just like it's being met with a lot of resistance. All right, so I feel a lot of deep energies here. Let's see what more comes through, because we're going deep. Oh yeah, Five of Pentacles. See, if it is not moving forward and you're not achieving what you are trying to achieve, let's call it like the peace, you may need to take a step back here. Okay, with the Five of Pentacles, you may need to take a step back. Five of Swords. Wow. So we got two fives that are quite challenging. All right, you can see by the Five of Swords that this person feels quite taking advantage of, all right, used or abused or in some type of way played. And with the Five of Pentacles, this is feeling neglected, right? Feeling like you did not achieve what you promised to achieve with this Temperance card. You wanted peace, all right, but it's not being given to you by the other person. That's what I feel. And with the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like this is your time to kind of like separate yourself from what the other person is not doing or what they want, and just focus on yourself, focus on your own confidence and independence, all right? And you know, there might be also a lot of drama around you that you may need to separate yourself. Maybe you have been chosen to be the mediator in the situation. Maybe it involves multiple people in your surrounding, and Spirit is like, you know what, take a step back. All right, like do something on your own, you know, disconnect yourself from this group of people or from the drama that is going on, and just focus on, you know, go read a book in a park or something, or go to the beach by yourself. Do something by yourself where you can shake off this kind of like negative energy is what I'm picking up on, because the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Swords is kind of like, you know, they're pushing you to be alone. So I do feel like maybe the people in your surrounding are being very resistant towards you, because your lesson is to actually do something on your own. Even though you like to be surrounded by people, it might not be the right time. So instead of like thinking like, well, why doesn't anyone wants to be with me or chill with me or hang out with me, it is the time for you to actually do something by yourself. And that is the lesson here. Okay, let's see if we can clarify a little bit, even though I feel like this doesn't even need a lot of clarification, but it does tell you with the Nine of Cups that you need to be focusing more on what brings you happiness. And it does not always mean that you need other people in your surrounding, all right, or that it's all about other people's company. This is what makes you happy on an emotional level without anyone. The number 9 is all about the self, all right, self-development, self-growth, self-fulfillment. So you might need to find out what is bringing you the highest self-fulfillment without anyone in your surrounding, whatever that means to you. What is the Death card in the heart of your reading? You might be dealing with a Scorpio, by the way. I have Sagittarius here. And Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Well, the Empress coming out in the reversed. The Seven of Swords. The King of Swords. Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So, okay, this is a very specific message that I'm receiving. Some of you, it may be involving a stepmother, all right? Or it may be involving your mother with a stepfather, all right? And you may feel like your mother is not being honest with you, or is lying on behalf of, you know, her boyfriend or her new husband or whatsoever, and you're not trusting the connection, all right? And you feel like you don't want to be around. Sorry. What happened with that? Maybe you feel like you don't want to be around them because they're being very selfish, all right? You may feel like this masculine energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that is connected to this motherly figure is not being honest, that they're being very sneaky, or that they're trying to disrupt the family conditions, all right? That's what I'm picking up on. Whether that is the case, I feel like time is going to tell, because I do feel like this masculine energy is somehow invested in the prosperity of this family union. So you might be coming from a very wealthy family, and that's why you're not trusting this individual. That's what I'm picking up on. Now, that is going to be a very specific message that maybe is going to be for one person out there, but I just had to put it out there. Let's see what the outcome is of that. Eight of Wands. So communication is going to be key. I feel like you both are not on the same frequency. So maybe this person is not as spiritual, or they're not seeing the things the way that you see things. And because of that, they're being very resistant towards you. And I do feel like Spirit is asking you to invest in better communication with this individual, Gemini. So I do feel like this is someone outside of the true family ancestral language, and that's why you may be in this energy of like, I don't want them in, or maybe they have that with you. It could be all the way around, right? But I feel like Spirit is definitely asking you to invest in communication with this individual. All right, let's see what more we have. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. In the extended, I will go a little bit deeper into the love section, because I don't feel like this was all the way about love. It just feels like a very family-oriented energy. Well, it could be about love as well. Wow. Look at that. The King of Swords coming out again. So whomever this King of Swords is, they're going through a deep downfall, a dark night of the soul here with the Eight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. They may have lost their job, or they are insecure about their future, and because of that they are kind of like judging everyone or anything around them. And this person has like a tendency to be too direct, a tendency to be very harsh, very stingy in their words. And I feel like this is someone that you may need to take a little bit of a break from as well. If this is still the same King of Swords, they're going through some type of, or they may be in the later future going through some type of realization. But at the present moment, this person is not being honest towards themselves as well. And I feel like they are the ones that need to take a step coming towards you, okay? They need to be the one that is going to be clearing up the air, because this person is just filled with a lot of darkness around them. Maybe just too much negative thinking, negative energies. All right, we do have the King and the Queen of Swords here at the bottom of the deck as well. So I do feel like this is slowly but surely going towards your love life, as now we have the King and the Queen of Swords, and you're just looking at that King of Swords. If this is a love situation, as in like you're just making things way more difficult than they are, and because of that it might be a good standpoint for you to take a step back and just watch them from afar, observe them, but not really, you know, interfere, okay? Because the energy around them is just too heavy. Let's see. Last but not least, let's pull you a angel deck. Wow, Goddess of Justice. What seems an injustice is actually a blessing. So obviously this whole reading did talk about some type of injustice that's being done to you, as someone is not really like taking on your healing approach, okay? Because I feel like you're really doing your best, trying to see the innocence of this individual, trying to see that there is peace to be maintained here, but the other person is just not having it at the moment. So there is a bigger lesson here, and justice will be served on your behalf as well as for the other person as well. They're going to come to some type of rude awakening here. And I actually want to use, let me see, where's the deck that I need? Where are you? Oh, here. Let's see. This could be also talking about a testament, a will that comes above the water. For some of you, this is just going to be for one or two people, very detailed. You may have not received what you needed to receive, as someone has been very greedy, not wanting to share. A personal issue is reaching resolution. All right, so most definitely that's the King of Swords with this personal issue, you know, overthinking, just too much in a negative mindset. And this is a personal issue that you've been trying to solve. That's obvious. One more. Confidence is your key to success. So do not lose your confidence. If that Empress in the reverse was talking about you, it might definitely be telling you that you are not trusting yourself, that you're not really, you know, you're not seeing yourself as someone who is compatible, or that you are not good enough. So you may really need to work on your self-confidence here with this Leo. And we will be having also a Leo full moon, new moon, the next new moon. So yes, you have Cancer and Leo. So these 2 months, sorry guys, these 2 months are going to be very, very important for you in resolving this issue with either this family member, or if this is a husband or a relationship energy, that is going to be resolved as well. How that is going to be resolved, we're not sure about that, because you do have the Death card. So I'm not going to promise you that it's going to be, you know, a reconciliation, but it is going to be something that is fair for you as well as for the other person. So if it's fair for you to, you know, step out of a conflicting energy, someone that is constantly trying to abuse you or trying to take away your self-control or your freedom and independence, then yes, ending this relationship is going to be the best for you, okay? But we're going to see in the extended what is going on in your love life. I'm going to tap into that more in more detail, because this felt like it was a very general reading that can apply to your family situation as well. So if you're interested in that, you can find a link in the description box below this video, or just simply go to the illustluminator.com and click on the extended readings, okay? So catch you soon. Thank you so much. Have a blessed birthday month, and see you. Bye.